All right, guys, so just running through the rhythms that we did yesterday at the various levels. On the beginner level, we were focusing on our samba again with the extra thumb. But cycling that only every fourth time. Thumb, toe, heel, slap, thumb, toe, heel, thumb, toe, heel, slap, thumb, 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 thumb. We also added every fourth time in the longer cycle, thumb, toe, heel, thumb, toe, heel, thumb, toe, heel, thumb, toe, heel, and back to one. So here's a full cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was the basic samba thing to practice. We also worked on the triplet feel. The 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But we incorporated a way to also do a slap in there where you do thumb, toe, heel, slap, heel, toe. Thumb, toe, heel, slap, heel, toe. And notice on the slap, I lift my heel up. Slap, so I get a nice rocking motion. Right? Slap, heel, toe. Thumb, toe, heel, slap, heel, toe. Thumb, toe, heel, slap, heel, toe. Well, thumb, toe, heel, thumb, toe, heel, thumb, toe, heel, thumb, toe, heel, thumb, toe, heel. And eventually that finds its way into the samba as a variation also. And the intermediate folks should check this out as well. And so forth. Last thing to remember, this is for everybody. On your thumbs, try to get your thumb from rotation, okay? As opposed to coming up like that. Thumb, toe, heel, thumb. And when you finish a heel, rock to the thumb. And also a reminder, try to make those toes not so aggressive. It's not thumb, toe, heel, toe. Very relaxed. Want to add the turn, you can add the turn. The intermediate stuff, we started by trying to incorporate the lifting samba with a lifting triplet and variations throughout that. So just straight samba with no lifting and triplets is sort of what I just showed, which would be samba. Don't forget you can mute, close, mute, close, or down here. And when you're ready, you put in a set of triplets. Triplet, 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 and go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. And 1. We also tried to incorporate lifting on some of those. So, for instance, the lift in the samba. Instead of and on the triplets, triplet lift, you can mix and match. So you can do triplet with turns and sambas with lifts. Or samba with turns and triplets with lifts. Triplet lift. And this kind of builds off of from last week where we did the thumb, lift, heel, slap, heel. One of the questions that came up yesterday was how hard should you hold the pandeiro when you're doing the lift? Like, is it like a loose lift or it's tighter lift? And it really depends on how fast or slowly you're playing. So like on those triplets, if it's a nice slow triplet, it's very loose. But if you're doing a fast triplet, you gotta hold it really tightly. A fast samba, but a slow samba, much looser and a much bigger motion. So on those, I'm holding it really tightly to get those quick triplets. The other thing we did was we added some stuff to the funk pattern. So we had that basic funk we've been working on. Thumb, toe, heel, thumb, slap, heel, toe, thumb, toe, thumb, toe, thumb, slap, heel, toe. Thumb, toe, heel, thumb, slap, heel, toe, thumb, toe, thumb, toe, thumb, slap, heel, toe. Reminder on thumb, toe, those toes are nice and light. It's almost like you're just sweeping your hand. As opposed to, so getting used to that motion. So what we did was we added, after the slap, we added a bunch of thumbs there. The second slap, you do slap, thumb, 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 thumb. You can also change the pitch on those. One, two, three, open. You wouldn't do that every time, but you get the idea. You can throw that variation. We also talked about how to use the roll and end the roll with a heel. And how that could fit into this funk pattern. Okay, so instead of thumb, toe, heel, thumb, slap, you do roll, heel, thumb, slap. So the roll takes the place of the thumb and the toe in the beginning. So normally you go thumb, toe, heel, thumb, slap, heel, toe. Now you're gonna go roll, heel, thumb, slap, heel, toe. Thumb, thumb, slap, heel, toe, thumb, roll, heel, thumb, slap, heel, toe. Toe, thumb, slap, heel, toe, thumb, roll, heel, thumb, slap, heel, toe, thumb, toe, thumb, toe, thumb. So that gives you an idea of ways to play around with that roll. Keep working on that. But in terms of incorporating the roll into a pattern, it's almost always cut off by a heel. So getting that motion, the roll, heel, whether you want to use multiple fingers or just your index finger or middle finger. Remember how perpendicular I am. Okay. Finally, for the advanced guys, we talked about this Mod A rhythm. Just a reminder, that's that old Omega rhythm. Thumb, toe, heel, slap, thumb, toe, heel, slap. But the second slap is a bird instead. Thumb, toe, heel, slap, thumb, toe, heel, bird. Okay. Bird, thumb. And then you get a thumb, toe, thumb, and then you cycle it again. Slap, thumb, toe, heel, bird, thumb, toe, heel, slap, thumb, bird, thumb, toe, heel, toe. Now with the tone changes. I messed up. on two places that you mute. It's that first bird right there is muted, and then at the end, ding, it's that thumb. Ding, boom, boom, ding, boom, boom, ba, 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 ba. So the whole thing together. Okay. The thing we did was this camera did a thing. Okay. We did this lifting deal where we are also using that kind of like punching motion. So 1, 2, 3, and you get a samba on that. 1, 2, 3, 1. And then you can add triplets. And those fast ones, da 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 da, it's like a double time triplet. So triplet, 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 da 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 da. It's hard to do slowly. Okay, so plenty of stuff to work on. That is all I have for this video. Enjoy and good luck, guys.